Okay, so to go over yesterday's lesson, I'd like to go back over a couple of problems that we worked on yesterday. The concept is to map one figure onto the other, and in these cases, we're going to be on the graph. So we handle them differently than we do off the graph. So let's just go through this. What we want to do is map this triangle here onto that position. Now, what it looks like to me is it's going to take more than one move. So let me go through that. Um, the first thing I noticed was that BC should probably correspond to EF. Okay, they've got a length of 3, and that's the only ones that could possibly correspond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slash there. Okay, that indicates two sides that are the same on the different triangles. Okay, so to me, here's what I'm looking at. If BC is flat across and EF is straight up and down, there's only a couple things that'll accomplish that. Um, One might be a reflection over the line y equals x. That could potentially do that. Or something like a rotation of 90. I'm going to guess. You just have to try some things on these. Um, Actually, it'll be, yes, 90 degrees. You've just got to try something and see if it works. And then if it does, go with it. If it doesn't, try something else. So it's either going to be a rotation or a reflection over the line y equals x. Now, so let's try rotation of 90. I'm going to center it at the origin just to make it easy. When I worked with some students, they tried centering at other places that made it a little easier um, for them. But for me, I like to go through the center being the origin. Now, however you do it, turn your paper, switch the rise and run, that works whatever you want. Okay, so the run is 2, the rise is 1. I like to switch those so we get perpendicular. So I'm going to run 2, and I'm going to rise up -1. What will happen, whoops, wrong way. That was wrong. Let me just fix that. Switch the rise and run. The run is 2, rise is 1, so now we got to switch it. 1 for the run, 2 for the rise. It'll actually be here. Okay, that's A prime. That's going to create a 90-degree angle. Let's just do that with all of them. B, 3 across, 5 up and down. Switch it. Go 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 up and down. That's where B prime is going to land. Okay, you can check that. This is 6 across and 5 up and down. Careful, switch it, so 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where C prime will land. Okay, use your straight edge, and you'll notice that it looks like all we've got left to do is translate up and over. Okay, so now let's go through the description. Okay, so the first transformation we're going to use in the sequence is we're going to rotate figure, in this case triangle ABC, 90 degrees, centered at the origin. To map onto triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Now you notice I actually did graph that, so I can speak to it. One of the things that we're going to be working on is getting all the pieces here in your description. The rotation is probably everybody got, okay? But you've got to identify the pre-image, the angle, the center, and the image. That's a complete description, okay? Second move now, we're going to translate triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. I'm identifying what I'm going to move, okay? I'm going to translate it right 4, up 1 to map onto triangle. Now A will go to D, B will go to E, and then of course C goes to F. And there it is. What's triangle ABC congruent to? It's triangle DEF. So That's the sequence. All right, let's try another one. Make sure we've got enough time. Yeah, perfect. So let's do this next one, and yeah, we'll just do this next one, it looks like. Just do one more for this video. All right, what I would do on this one is I like to check orientation first, okay, as well as try to match a couple up. So I think BC is going to correspond to EF. AC is going to correspond to DF, yeah. And it looks to me like the orientation is going to be switched. Let's just look at that. So triangle ABC, the arrangement of the letters is in a clockwise direction. The arrangement of the corresponding letters in DEF, it looks like, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's backwards. No, that's right. That is F. Okay, so we're good. That is going to be D to E. That's counterclockwise. So there needs to be, what you should know right now is orientation not preserved. So we need at least one line reflection. So really it's an odd number of line reflections needed. I'm going to just use one. Okay. It looks to me like if I reflect over a vertical line, that'll be nice, because right now I have A, B, C in this direction. Right? If I reflect over a vertical line, I'm going to get A prime, B prime, C prime, and then I can just slide it straight down. That's going to be nice. All right, so let's just make it easy on ourselves. Let's reflect triangle ABC over the y-axis. So map onto triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay, so let's go make that move. So when you actually perform it, which I'm doing right now, you gain a lot of credit, towards the full response. All right, so that's where it would land, right there. Okay. If you identify those coordinates, that'd be great. I don't know if it's necessary, but this is a good description right here. Doesn't say you have to state the coordinates, so let's just say we're okay there. Now, we've got to be careful. A prime has to go all the way to D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 6. So now we're going to translate, be careful, we've got to translate triangle A prime, B prime, C prime down 6 units to map onto triangle DEF. And there it is. It's congruent to triangle DEF again. That will not always happen. Sometimes they will mess up the order, but just check and you'll be fine. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'm going to go off the grid on the next one.